Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Multiverse. My name is Wes, and today we have some brand new information about the DC Extended Universe. And just when we thought it was dead, it might be back under new leadership this time. Now, according to a recent report, J.J. Abrams recently signed a massive $500 million exclusive deal with Warner Media to write, produce, and direct content for the company across multiple platforms, including film, television, streaming, and video games under the Bad Robot banner. With Rise of Skywalker being J.J. Abrams' last film in the Star Wars run that he's doing, this gives him plenty of time to do a new project, especially one like the DC Extended Universe. We also know that J.J. Abrams has expressed interest in making a Superman film, so this kind of all makes sense. Now, another thing that we have to mention is we know that James Gunn is also working on DC related movies, specifically the Suicide Squad reboot. And we also know that James Gunn's last project in the Marvel Cinematic Universe will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, so this leaves him plenty of time to work on projects like the Suicide Squad, as well as other collaboration films in the new DC Extended Universe. Now, here's what's really interesting. We know that J.J. Abrams is going to be working with the DCEU, and we also know that James Gunn will be doing the same thing. I think it's a strong possibility that J.J. Abrams and James Gunn will be the two creative leaders behind the DCEU, similar to the Russo brothers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They will be the Russo brothers of the DC Extended Universe. So the reason I think James Gunn is not going anywhere is because he said specifically that he's going to stick around the property after the Suicide Squad film. So we don't know what capacity that's going to be in. Will it be writing? Will it be directing? Or will it be just supervising the creative direction and make sure that the DCEU doesn't do the same mistakes that it did before? Now, the source for all this comes from the same person that said that Robert Pattinson was locked in as the Batman, or Battinson, and also Viola Davis would return to the Suicide Squad film. So their track record seems pretty legitimate, but obviously we should treat everything as rumor thus far. Now, we also have some stuff floating around on what film is going to be the start of the brand new DCEU, and from what we could speculate, it's going to be the next Batman film directed by Matt Reeves. I think the best way to start off this new DC Extended Universe would be to have Matt Reeves' Batman film be the thing that starts it all off. And to be completely honest, that would be the best thing for them to do, because look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How did they start that? They started it with Iron Man 1, and I think if they started this new DCEU, the best way for them to go forward would be to have Matt Reeves direct the Batman film and have that the first movie in the DC Extended Universe. Now, the one thing you might be asking yourself is, will this have anything to do with the DC Black? And the answer is no. The DC Black is going to be pretty much anthology films like The Joker. The Joker is an anthology film. We're probably not going to get a sequel of it. It's probably just going to be a standalone film, but that's what we should expect out of that. Now, the DC Extended Universe, the new one, is going to be the big collaboration films. It's going to be the Justice League that we've always wanted. It's going to be Batman versus Superman done correctly, and so on and so forth. But that is only if the creative minds in James Gunn and J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves get the creative freedom to do whatever they're going to do. And this is a plea to the Warner Brothers suits that ruined the Zack Snyder Justice League film. Don't make that same mistake that you did on the Justice League. Let them do whatever they're going to do. We still want the Snyder cut. Obviously, we're never going to get it, but the reality is that Snyder cut, from what I've heard and what I've read, would have probably been one of my favorite films of all time. Obviously, we're never going to get the Snyder cut, but hopefully this time they learned their lesson. They have creative geniuses working on this new DCEU, and I am very excited for the future. DC is my favorite by far. Obviously, I'm a Marvel fan. I love Star Wars. I love all those things, but Batman, Superman, DC is what I love the most. So hopefully we get the DCEU we've always deserved and not have it ruined by Warner Brothers. I will say that I've got a lot of hope, especially with the success of movies like Shazam and Aquaman, especially with the upcoming Black Adam film with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. DC movies have never been in a better state, especially with Birds of Prey coming out. I cannot wait for everything to happen. The relaunch of the DCEU should be happening around the time of the Batman, like I said before, which is going to be filming on June 25th, 2021. So that means shortly after we should be getting the official Batman and the start of the DCEU. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video, guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Are you excited for the DCEU reboot? Let me know in the comment section. As always, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Multiverse. Thank you guys all once again for watching. This has been Wes, and I will see you guys in the Multiverse.